So money is the main reason why majority of us get our real estate license, and we set these huge ambitious goals for things that we want to do within our first year. Like I want to hit 100 grand myself in my first year as a real estate agent. But in this video, I actually want to break down how much you can actually make as a real estate agent in your first year. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I'm actually going to show you how you can actually do that in regards to setting up a plan to make that thing happen. What's good, family? I'm Martez Kelly, and I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video and tuning into the channel. We are about to hit 750 subscribers. Like I said, at the end of May, at the end of this month, what I want to do is actually I want to be monetized. This is huge. Like, this is what's today? Today is the 3rd. And we got a couple of days just to put it like that. So I'm about to take my marketing to a whole nother level. I'm about to get a TikTok account, go ahead and start that. I'm about to go live more often on my Instagram. I don't know about Twitter. I'll just let Twitter be Twitter. But I'm about to take this group and this channel to a whole nother level. And speaking of groups, if you guys haven't joined our Facebook group, the link is always in the description box down below. We go live in a group every single week. And the thing about it, right now we actually have a new agent habit challenge going on within the group where we just want to push each other to another limit. But this is not why you guys are in this video. This is not why you click this video. So let's go ahead and jump into the content layout of how I plan to lay out this video so you guys can know what to expect. So the first thing that what we're going to do is we're going to briefly talk about average. And if you guys watch my other video, how much money the real estate agents make, you would know that I actually touched on how much the average realtor makes. So we're going to talk about that briefly. The next thing is I'm going to give you a quick answer for the people who like to jump out of the video real quick. I'm going to give you the answer that you came here looking for. So we'll do that. Then the second thing we'll do is we'll talk about how to set ambitious goals as a real estate agent. And most of these topics that I speak on, I actually make individual videos, so that will be in the future. I actually planned to make this a long time ago, but never did. And then the last thing, which is for my 100 squad, people who stay to the end of the video, we usually drop an emoji in the comment section down below. You don't find out that emoji unless you stay into the end of the video. But for them, the people who actually stay, I'm actually going to show you how to actually turn those goals into a reality. So, and I'll speak on my personal situation, the things that I have going on in my business, and also how I'm turning the things that I wanted to happen, how I'm making those a reality. But let's go ahead and get into the content of this video. So like I stated before, I spoke about this average. I spoke about this in a video before, and I'll put that over here somewhere. And just how does real estate agents make, how much money do real estate agents actually make? And I spoke briefly about it, so I'm not going to go into detail. Well, I spoke in details about it, so I'm just going to speak briefly right now. And I think what I said, I'm just guesstimating. The average realtor makes about 45 grand a year, and they close about 12 deals a year. And so you should go check that out. So that's just the average. That's how much average real estate agents make, 45 grand. And like I said in the video, just to sum it up and give you guys, if you saw it already, what I said is we don't have to settle for average. We can be more. I actually made a statement of my own to say that I am not average. Every time I drop something on Facebook, I say I'm not your average realtor. But that is out of the way. Just to give you guys that quick recap, we don't have to settle for average. That's the average. If you want something quick, here's the quick answer. Like I said, I'll give you guys before. The quick answer on how much money can real estate agents make in their first year. The quick answer is that's up to you. It depends on how hard you grind. It depends on what you're willing to put into your business. Like me personally, I have not taken out any money from my business at all. I just haven't done it because I'm using that money to invest into my business and make things better. And I'm gonna have a couple more videos coming out in the future in regards to how to get leads and setting up your business successfully and just making stuff easier for you. But I'm working out some partnerships with those videos. So the next thing is, like I said, how to set ambitious goals. And I'm running through this pretty quick, but I wanted to get to this part right here. I actually came up with this just a few minutes ago when I was writing out the content for today's video. So this is what I'm going to call the STAR method for how to set ambitious goals. And the thing about it is you want to make sure that you improve your surroundings. So this is the S in STAR. Improve your surroundings. It's hard to have ambitious goals when you're not surrounded by ambitious people or in an ambitious environment. because I actually spoke with somebody before, and they reached out to me via Instagram, and they were saying that I want to do this. I want to get my real estate license. It's just my surrounding. It's like it's tough for me to focus on that because every time I stretch out and try to do this, it's like they do, and it's just like you have to have the ambitious surrounding. So surrounding yourself with ambitious people. I actually just got off a call a few minutes ago with a guy who's killing it in the crypto space, and he told me he want to partner with me on real estate deals. He's actually going to take the money to buy the deals, and me and him going to partner on it, go 50-50, and then just make the money like that. And it's just like surrounding yourself with ambitious people who gonna push you to a whole nother level. Like I spoke about on the live that we have in the Facebook group, and I'm gonna say this again, if you guys haven't joined, the link is always in the description box. Go ahead and join. When I said this on the live last week, I was actually with Levi, and he has over 3 million closing next month. My goal was to close 3 million in real estate this entire year. He's done it in 1 month. Those type of people who push you, they push you to grind for more. So that makes me feel like if he can close 3 million in a month, I should be able to do it as well. The next thing in the STAR method is talk. You gotta talk that talk. You gotta talk ambitious, and not to say you're out there being cocky or anything, but when you talking to yourself in your head, talking to yourself in the mirror, you gotta remind yourself, okay, yeah, we going for 100 grand this year. We going for 100 grand. I want to close 3 million in real estate in my first year. I want to make this happen. I want to make this happen. You gotta be willing to talk that talk. They said if you talk the talk, you walk the walk. You gotta be able to talk. Get out of here. But you gotta be able to talk that talk, man, and just not only externally but also inside. You gotta, even when stuff get tough, you gotta look at it like, okay, this is just one deal in the entirety that I'm doing this year. Like this is, yeah, I gotta get through this. This is growing pain. You gotta talk that talk on the inside. And I'm not gonna go into like actually how to set those ambitious goals, because that is pretty simple. That's okay. I want to make 100 grand in a year. You just pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. But these are the things, and the STAR method is what I call it. These are the things that's gonna make it easier and also make you follow through with those. The next thing is you want to act. So one of the things that really helped me is people talk about the law of attraction all the time. People talk about different things like that. But for me, it's just imagining and just walking in that thing that you already accepted as yours. So like I'm already planning, when I get my 100 grand, I'm gonna spend it like this. I'm gonna spend it like this. I'm putting this here, just planning out. Just, you gotta act like you want the money to come, or you want that goal of yours to happen. You gotta make that, or you gotta, this is the walk part. You gotta walk the walk. So you talk before, then you gotta walk the walk. Go ahead. If you say, not only if you say you want to make 100 grand, you gotta have the actions of a person who makes 100 grand. And if you don't know someone who made 100 grand before, find somebody. People on YouTube. I'm not that yet, but I will be at the end of the year. See, that's the talk. And I'll make sure I do the walk as well. The next thing is reach. And this is more on the back end when you're actually planning out, writing down your goals. You want to reach. You want to make sure your goal is something that you can, if you feel like you can make 100 grand easy, go for 2. You see what I'm saying? If you feel like you can make 50 grand easy, part-time, go for 100 grand. You want to make sure that you're stretching yourself, because my favorite speaker, Jim Rohn, always speaks on the idea. One of the things that he brought up is the journey of becoming a millionaire. When you get there, the most important thing is not the $1 million or having $1 million in net worth. The most important part is the journey, the things that you had to go through, the person that you had to become a millionaire. And these are the things that you want to work into yourself. And that, like I said, the STAR method, the things when you set an ambitious goals, you got to have these things. The first thing, like I said, just to give a recap, you got to be surrounded by ambitious people doing ambitious things. The next thing, talk. You got to actually talk the talk. Internally is most important, externally as well, but you want to talk that talk. You will never, and this is the thing that kills me, if you actually speak it out, you'll be surprised at people that come around you because you are willing to speak that out. The next thing, you gotta act. You have to act. You gotta act ambitious. You gotta, okay, you set the goal, now actually do ambitious things. You want to make 100 grand, do 100 grand worth of action. And the last thing is reach. If you can make 100 grand easy, go to 200 grand. If you feel like you can do 200 grand, go for 500 grand. If you think you can do 500 grand easy, go for $1 million. Reach, you gotta reach further. And this is for my 100 squad. This is exactly how you can do it. And if you made it to this far in the video, what I want you to do in the comment section down below, drop a money bag. Drop a money bag. That lets me know that you made it to this point in the video. And after you drop that money bag, while you're down there, go ahead and like this video. Like the video. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe as well. And the last thing, if you've already subscribed or you just subscribed, make sure you turn your notification bells on. Turn it on all so you know every time I drop a video, which is on Monday around 4 p.m. Central Time, and also Thursday around 4 p.m. Central Time. Let's get into the last thing, which is exactly how you can make that ambitious goal a reality. And this is how you can do it. Break it down. It's that simple. And this is exactly how I felt. It was like, dang, I want to make 100 grand. But you really got to break 100 grand down. Because the thing about it is you're like, man, 100 grand is a lot. That's a lot. It's going to take a lot. No, break it down. So 100 grand, from what I was thinking about, you do 25,000 a quarter. I feel like this month I'll make 20 grand. I've already made 2,150. It was supposed to be 4,000, but we're not even going to get it there. We're not even going to get in there. It was supposed to be 4,000, but I had to do my split. So I was supposed to have, let's say 25 grand. That's 24 grand within, it's taking me a lot longer. We'll say the first 4 months, first half quarter, I made 25 grand. So 25 grand. So this is how you can break it down. 25 grand a quarter, but your average check, your average commission check has to be around 5 grand per check. You can have one above, you can have one below, but you want to get about 5 grand per check, closing 20 deals in a year. So 20 deals divided by 3 quarters. You want to close 20 by 3. You want to close about 7 deals. No, 20 by 4. I'm tripping. 20 by 4. You want to close about 5 deals per quarter. So, and you think about it like that, okay, 5 deals per quarter. So it's 3 months in a quarter. If I close 2 deals per month, I'll be good. Yes, and it doesn't have to be just on the listing side. It can be on the buyer side. So you say, okay. And then if you think about it like this, and I actually might have this coming up in the future, I have a guy who wants to sell his home and also go buy one. So you can have 2 deals off of one person within the same month. So these are the things that you can do just to stretch yourself. And then you think about it like this. Okay, let's say you're tracking all of your numbers. Okay, if I call 100 people, I usually get 1 listing or 1 buyer. Okay, so if I call 200 people in a month, I can get 2 listings or 2 buyers. And then you're thinking about, oh, you got the numbers. If I run this social media ad, I typically get 10 buyers, or not even 10, let's say 1 buyer. And then you think about it, okay, so if I call 200 people a month and I do this social media thing, I can get 3. And it's just like, oh, just doubling down the numbers, but breaking it down. You're not really thinking about the 100 grand. You're thinking about, okay, the stuff that I can do on a day-to-day basis. 100 calls, cool, knocked it out, easy. The social media ad, knocked it out, easy. Then you starting to set up the system that pushing out leads or pushing out people every single day. And you're sitting there like, man, that works. This is easy. I can break it down. 100 grand is easy. And that's exactly how you can determine how much money you can make in your first year as a real estate agent. So with all that being said, I hope my video is at least 10 minutes long, but I appreciate you guys for sitting through this video. I really do. Now I'm about to get on Instagram Live while I edit, just to answer questions about YouTube, see if I can help anybody, or just to be on live while I'm doing some stuff. Like I said, I'm doing the new agent habit challenge in the group. And I'm gonna say this again, if you guys haven't joined the group, please click the link in the description box down below. Please like this video, but there's not much more for me to say, but click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch our next video.